We are at Real Art Tacoma right now with Eyes of Icarus. Welcome to the big stage, everybody.
I'm glad to be here.
Hell yeah.
So how many of you guys have been here with Live It Out Loud? This is your first year.
It's my first year.
My first year.
Your first year. What was that experience like, just stepping into it, having some people who have been in it for a couple of years, but just, coming in fresh?
Scary, but,
Scary, how so?
Meeting new people, especially. I had such a hard time socializing before, the whole Live It Out Loud thing. And then they kind of just, force you into this group of people that you're going to make this amazing song with. And it's very, it's very immersive.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing. I just on that term of just, they get you into a group of people. You may know each other, but you may not. And then learning together, your instruments, and then getting into it and creating that song. That has to be exciting, just that collaborative experience.
Yeah, I was already on the fence about joining the program. And then once I sat down at the table and kind of met all my bandmates, I'm like, yeah, this is a lot different than what I imagined in my head. And I liked it. I liked it after that first day. So
that's awesome.
It really helps developing your musicality as well, because you're learning to work with different people musically and learning to create with people you might not normally on your own.
That's a good point, because people can have all sorts of different musical aspects that the influences that they come into, and you got to come together to create that song, and then also come together to perform. So you guys have to do the practice. How has the practice been for you guys?
It's been, I think it's been great. We get to just hang around and play music, and we get to have fun, laugh a lot and make jokes, but we still have plenty of fun doing it.
I think that's the big point too, is for all of this, doing all of it, it's all about having fun. And you want to be able to have some fun with it. And with Eyes of Icarus, let's go back to the band. And where did you guys come up with the name for the band?
I actually originally came up with the name. So I myself am very interested in Greek mythology and in the myth, of Icarus. He is trapped in this tower for his whole life, which is very symbolic to how, a lot of people feel, especially, people in our ages to be in the camp, the adolescent people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So then, he goes out on these wax wings, and his dad says, don't fly too close to the sun, and then he falls to his death because, he didn't listen. So, essentially what we want our music to do is to make people feel like they're soaring, even if there is in reality the inevitable fall. Just rise.
That is awesome. That's amazing. And that's a good way to put it out there. And again, bringing it together with everything when you're putting it out for all the people to listen to, that's got to be a lot of fun, and probably, I would assume, affects the music that you've created.
Oh, hell yeah.
What are some of your influences, all of you?
My influences, I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan, John Bonham, Neil Peart. They range in between the Led Zeppelin and Metallica range. It's just all over the place.
Nice, that's awesome.
I'm a jazz musician first, so I have a lot of influence from just any jazz musician and any style in that area.
I love a lot of jazz right now. I've been listening to a lot of acid jazz, which kind of leads into all of the different sounds and then mixing in a little bit of the technical aspects of it. Jazz is such a foundation that it's also one of those things that I feel that you've been able, and I'm assuming, but that you could fit in with whatever vibe is going with it, because you've just the understanding of music at that level, knowing jazz.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Now, if you could play on stage, say you're going to open with anybody, who would you want to? And this is saying, boom, you guys are, great opening band. You guys started touring. Someone picked you up, saw you, and they're like, oh, this is amazing. Who would you love that to be?
Oh, Peter Steele. Peter Steele, definitely, right away.
Really?
That's the only way that I can answer.
Wow, that's awesome. I love that. Anybody else?
I'd probably open for. Oh God, there's so many bands I would want to open for. I can't pick one.
Fair enough.
I would really like to open for Lorna Shore.
For who?
Lorna Shore.
Oh, I'm not familiar with Lorna Shore.
They're a deathcore band. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Tight. And so I think at this point in time, a lot of people are excited. Like a lot of the other bands are excited to come and go on stage. I have to imagine that you guys are going to be out there putting it all out there for everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, like, most people don't assume that you're, like, so nervous on stage. But, like, I mean, like, the one, like, whole, like, saying I have in my head, I'm like, ride the butterflies, man. It's,
Ride the butterflies.
it's like this big cloud of excitement. You just gotta hop on it, and then you're on stage, everything zones out, and you're good, man.
Is there any sort of like mantra you speak to yourselves beforehand, or like a sort of like pre-game ritual? Do you guys get into a group together and just start chanting or anything along those lines?
I listen to Surf Curse. Like, before every show, I'll put on Buds by Surf Curse and just listen to the whole album.
Helps you kind of focus and get into the zone, get ready for all of it.
It's only that one album, though, and I have no idea why. Like, anything else just doesn't work.
If it helps you focus, man, that's the one thing, that's the best thing to get into when you're doing it, is that get into that headspace and go out there so you can, like rock out with everyone and get them to show everybody what you got out there.
I always kind of just like zone myself out, like just sit somewhere and be on my phone, just kind of just forget that there's even a show happening, and then when they call my name, I just go up there and play like I wasn't even thinking about it.
He sounds like such a cool guy when he says it. He's like, man, I'm just on my phone, and then
Just
they
hanging
call
out,
me
it
up, and I'm
comes
just
up.
like, stage.
Just play,
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like you get into that zone and you just show everyone what you've got. And I'm really excited to see what Eyes of Icarus are going to be coming out there with at McMenamins, you guys. Really excited for it. Thank you so much for spending some time with me.
No problem.
Totally, you too, man.
Thank you.